Once again, to repeat, Selena Quintanilla, KXTN recording artist, has been shot in Corpus Christi.
How do you feel about the situation on Selena passing away?
Hurt. Very hurt. I just found out about it. Man, I can't believe it.
News of Selena's death hits the Tejano community hard. Hundreds of fans begin to gather outside her Corpus Christi home. Meanwhile, at the Days Inn, her alleged killer remains locked in her truck with a gun to her head, the standoff well into its second hour. To have an open line of communication with the suspect, negotiators run a hardwired phone line between their base of operations adjacent to the motel lobby and the cornered pickup truck. It's up to lead negotiator Larry Young to establish a rapport with Yolanda.
I think she was pretty much fearful of everybody. I think she was fearful of me at first. She was cornered. She didn't know what to do. It's like it's her lowest moment. Many times I thought she would kill herself.
He was asking about Selena, how's she doing? And by then I knew Selena was no longer there. Very bluntly, we will lie. We have to. Because what is the goal? The goal is to save a life, even her life.
As the standoff drags on, lead detective Paul Rivera and Corpus Christi police work diligently to gather evidence.
I went around the hotel to the opposite side where the shooting had occurred. There was a trail of blood leading from the room 158. It went from the grassy area into the sidewalk, around the pool, all the way out to the lobby. I measured the distance. The blood trail was 392 feet.
After securing the crime scene and interviewing several witnesses, Detective Rivera goes to Memorial Hospital, where he speaks to Selena's family, Father Abraham Quintanilla and husband Chris Perez. It's then he learns of Yolanda's relationship to Selena.
Chris told me she worked for us. She worked for Selena. She was the fan club manager. And Abraham, the father, didn't like Yolanda. For some reason, he didn't trust her.
Abraham Quintanilla couldn't stand her. He wanted her out of the picture yesterday. He said that the reason why Yolanda killed Selena was for two reasons, because she was obsessed with Selena and because she had stolen money from the fan club. Yolanda denied it, and he basically told her, you need to come up with answers and you need to bring the documents to prove that what I am saying is not true.
According to Chris Perez, Yolanda asked Selena to meet her at the Days Inn on the morning of March 31st.
She went there to confront Yolanda about the embezzlement and to get these documents that would prove that she was not stealing money from Selena.
But once there, Yolanda makes a startling claim about a recent trip to Mexico.
Yolanda told Selena that she had been raped in Mexico. Selena drove her to Doctor's Regional Hospital for an exam. Selena found out from the nurses that Yolanda was making it up. She was not raped. Selena decided to take her back to the hotel.
Chris Perez also tells Detective Rivera that Selena, frustrated with Yolanda, returned to the Days Inn with the intention of finally ending a 5-year working relationship.
From what I gathered was that Selena told Yolanda, I'm not going to need you anymore. That's when Yolanda took out a gun. Selena ran for the door. That's when Yolanda shot at her one time.
It's now 3 hours after the shooting. News crews descend upon the hospital, hunting for the details of Selena's death.
It occurred to me that there was going to be a lot of tension on the case. I said, call the police immediately and tell them that we're going to do the autopsy right now.
The autopsy reveals the bullet entered Selena's right lower back, passing through her chest cavity, directly severing the right subclavian carotid artery before exiting the right upper chest. This artery is a main conduit of blood that runs across the chest. Had the bullet been a fraction of a millimeter higher or lower, the wound would not have been as severe. Police are now 4.5 hours into their standoff with Yolanda at the motel. As she becomes more distressed and agitated, negotiator Isaac Valencia comes up with a strategy he believes will end the crisis.
It was during my phase that I remember giving her a hook. And you start convincing the person, hey, look, the hair trigger. You didn't mean to do it. I mean, you're talking to her and your finger slipped. And you just keep saying it and repeating it. And before you know it, the person's believing it. And you have a hook now. Now you're working on giving her an excuse on, I didn't mean to do this.
I brought this gun to kill myself. Not her. Oh, not her. And she told me, Yolanda, I don't want you you kill yourself. And we were talking about it when I took it out and put it into my head. And when I put it in my head, she opened the door and said, Selena, close that door. And when I did that, the gun went off.
I'm convinced that the conversation that I had with her planted that seed in her head.
After 6 tense hours, they reach a turning point as Yolanda convinces herself that the shooting was accidental. She finally agrees to surrender.
One of the SWAT officers at that time, when she was stepping out, pulled the long rifle at her, and she got scared. She went back. She had already put the weapon down. She went back inside the truck, picked up the weapon, and placed it on her head again. Now we got to start again.
Coming up, prosecutors formulate their case against Yolanda Saldivar.
This was not a question of who done it. The real question was, why did she do it?
Next, on famous crime scene, Selena.